What's up, you guys? Happy Saturday. Welcome to episode 27 of the First and 10 NFL New York Jets podcast. Oh man, brother, how you doing? What a week.
Oh man, I'm good. I have a lot to talk about, but before we talk about that, let's talk about you. And you have a big night coming up. Tell everybody out there what's going on.
Tonight, Debonair Music Hall, Teaneck, New Jersey. New Jersey Metal Fest 6. 11 bands. It's going to be an insane time. I've been looking. This has been 2 years in the planning. Okay.
Wow.
It was supposed to be 2 years ago. It got canceled because of the COVID, all that stuff. Okay. It got rescheduled. It even got rescheduled for earlier this summer. Got canceled again, moved to September. So here we are, finally.
Wow.
Finally.
Anyone out there who listens to us, if you're in the New York, New Jersey, Philly, Baltimore area, and you come in and check it out. 11 bands. What time is showtime starting? What time does the first act go on?
First band hits the stage at 3 o'clock this afternoon.
Okay. Wow.
Hostile Rage will be going on around 8 o'clock, 8:15.
Yep. For those who are new to the podcast, Kevin is the lead vocalist for the band Hostile Rage, delivering great heavy metal music. Yep. I got the trifecta working today, brother. I got the mug, the CD, and the shirt all working for me. I'm ready. I won't be, as you know, I won't be able to make it tonight. I got stuff going on in town.
And you will be very missed.
But I will be there in spirit. You know it. I do have some news to tell you. We do have some fans of the show coming to see you tonight, and I know they're pumped about it. Yeah, I don't know if you knew that. So there is some fans that subscribe to us who like what we do coming to check you out tonight. So I told them to try to look out for you, and they'll be cheering loud and stuff. So that'll be pretty cool. 11 bands.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
You guys are gonna rip it up tonight.
Don't forget to hit our merch table.
Very nice. Yeah.
We'll be merching our shirts.
Yep.
CDs.
Nice.
So, and hey, you get it directly from the band.
Excellent. Wow. Excellent.
I mean, the CDs available at Walmart and Tower Records and stuff. But hey, you come tonight and get it right from us. Yep. Get it right from the horse's mouth.
There you go. Will you be working the table pre-show? Would you be?
Yes, I will be at the table.
All right, cool. So hey, you're out there and you want to see Hostile Rage, you could maybe even meet up and say hello to Kevin. He's a metalhead, a great vocalist, and a Jet fan enthusiast.
Oh, don't even get me started. My enthusiasm's waning.
Yeah. Kevin, I wanted to come on and rant and do it calmly, but I don't think I can, because there's a word that is being spread throughout the Jet community, and that's all of us, and it's the word patience. Okay? And a lot of people are attacking other Jet fans because they're not patient. You know what? Enough. We root for one team. If I feel differently from you or the guy or the woman next door, that's okay. We're still a Jet community. We're still Jet fans. We're allowed to feel differently about this team. If I want to be patient, that's fine. Listen, if you don't, that's fine too.
I've been patient since I was 6 years old with this damn team.
Yep.
Eventually your patience runs out.
No, exactly. And I don't blame a Jet fan, whether it's myself or you or anyone else who rips into this team, that they're aggravated over this 0-2 start. As an organization, go ahead, Kev.
How could you not be aggravated?
No, exactly.
How many years we got to watch this crap?
You're right. And this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't want to kill another Jet fan if he's patient, but I also don't want to kill another Jet fan if he's at his wit's end after 2 weeks. I'm sorry, Kevin. I thought about the Jet team as a whole and the word patience and how the fans react. Patience. And I don't blame the the Jet fan next door who's not patient, because I'm going to read out some numbers after you go. And I understand why a Jet fan's not patient anymore.
Hey, by the middle of the third quarter last week, I thought I was watching the year before.
Yeah. Now,
it could have been the year before. It could have been the year before.
It could have been any year, Kevin, because let me tell you something.
It could have been any other of our stupid quarterbacks throwing 4 interceptions, giving the game away. And typical, of course, it comes against the Patriots, of course.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Mac Jones is doing what he's supposed to do, 6, 7, 8-yard passes, turning them into 10, 12-yard gains. And we're going for the schoolyard ESPN highlight for the 40-yard bomb every friggin' time. But we'll get into that a little later.
Well, that's because people got to stop telling this kid Aaron Rodgers and everybody else, you know.
But that also leads me back to coaching, and we'll get into all that. The word today is, or the word this week on all the social medias, was patient. Now, I may not sound like I'm patient, but I am. You sound like you're patient, but you're not. But I don't fault a Jet fan for being aggravated. And this is the reason why. 31 losing seasons. 31. And that means our record was 7-9 or worse for 31 seasons. That's half our existence, Kevin.
After the second interception last week, I believe I sent you a message. And I said something to the effect of, my experience tells me that this game's over already.
Yeah, and I don't fault you for that. I will never say to you, Kevin, when we start winning, don't come back on the bandwagon. You're entitled to feel how you feel.
Listen, I've been through the freaking ringer with this team, as all of us have.
Yeah. So if I'm patient this year, that's fine, but I will never knock you for not being patient. 31 losing season, 12 seasons of 500, meaning 8-8. That's already 43 seasons. I've been running for this team 45 years. Their existence is 61 years, and they have 43 years of bleh. I've seen a lot of bleh in 51 years. Yeah, tell me about it, Kevin. Wait, I got some more notes for you. In the time the Jets been from 1960 till now, we have 19 winning seasons. That doesn't sound like a lot to me. When Baltimore has 5 in a row, and New England, since they had Bledsoe, has 20 in a row, or 20 out of the last 21 years. That's already more than us.
Do you even remember what a good victory Monday feels like? Do you even remember? I don't remember.
No.
You know that feeling you get when you wake up on Monday morning and you know you won yesterday, and holy shit, we're actually in the thick of this, or we actually had a shit. No, I cannot remember the last time I had that feeling. Maybe 2011.
Yeah, you're so proud of your team. You don't care what time you got to get up Monday morning.
Right. So that's 10 years ago.
Yeah. Like you're so proud of you. I remember being so proud of those 2 years with Rex Ryan that I didn't care what time I had to get up Monday. I was up all night watching every sports show, even for 60 seconds, to hear my team mentioned in a great way.
Right.
19 winning seasons, Kevin, and one of those seasons was the strike shortened season. 19 winning seasons. The Patriots in the last 20 years have 19 winning seasons.
And you know we're going 0-3 this week. You know we are. I do. I don't have any faith we're going to Denver and winning.
And that's okay. I'm not going to knock you for it. Denver was one of the places I have us winning. Now, gun to the head, because I picked that how many months ago? Gun to the head. No, Denver's going to beat us. And doesn't mean I'm not rooting for my team to win a game.
I know we said we weren't going to involve this, but how's Sam doing?
Yeah. And everyone was so quick to hit the media. Once McCaffrey went out, he was going to struggle. And
so does it tell you that it's this organization? It tells me that.
Well, it tells me that Gase was a mistake. Okay. And it tells me that the team.
Okay, and who hired Gase?
Yeah.
So-
Well, that wasn't JD. We can't blame Joe Douglas.
No,
for that.
no, no, no. It goes. Listen, it goes right
Yeah.
to the top.
Yeah.
It goes right to the top. I mean, that's why Parcells and Belichick left. When the Johnsons took over, they knew it was going to be a shit show.
Yeah. I just, 19 winning seasons over 62 some odd years. Meanwhile, the Patriots had 19 winning seasons in the last 21 years, 20 years. We have 19. So I'm a patient Jet fan this year, but I will never knock another Jet fan for not being patient.
I mean, you can fault Leon Hess all you want as an owner, but he was respected. Parcells respected him. Belichick respected him. That's one of the reasons Parcells came here, was because of Leon Hess.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't, I don't get it. Yeah, I understand they wanted to set the money clock over. That's why they took Zach.
And then once Hess died and the Johnsons took over, everybody ran.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, it's true.
No, I agree with you. I agree with you. I just want to finish up by saying, in all these years, one Super Bowl. At least we have that, but I'm still convinced.
How long
we're going to live on that glory?
Right.
Namath definitely signed his name in blood with the devil, and yeah.
I mean, young fans now of the Jets. I mean, they don't. Super Bowl III? Who? What? Where?
Yeah.
When?
Well,
come on.
So here, this is what I said to you a few shows ago. I don't see any of the kids in my neighborhood with a Jet jersey on, and if they do, like my son, it's because it's lineage. It comes down because his dad's a Jet fan, his uncle's a Jet fan.
You've cursed him.
I cursed him. Yeah, here's a perfect example, Kev, and I'm going to start off by using this guy's name, Micah Parsons. I'm going to explain why, and then I'm going to say something right now. Now that school's back in session, the trains are crowded again. I sit on the trains. The kids are going to school, from high school to middle school to grammar school. And I hear these kids talk. And I live in New York. I live in the Big Apple. So it's not like I'm, upstate New York. The trains are packed, and I hear the kids talking of the 17 to 12-year-old kids. And when they talk football, they're not talking the Jets. They're not even talking the Giants, unless it's Saquon Barkley, because he's a household name. They're talking guys like Micah Parsons and Chase Young.
Right.
The household names. Where's our friggin' household name?
All I heard yesterday, I had Good Morning Football on. Okay. All I heard yesterday, they mentioned the Jets, all right. But why did they mention the Jets? Because they were saying, "Oh, look at Darnold, and look at him, look at him now."
Yeah, and Joe Douglas.
That's how they mentioned the Jets.
Joe Douglas is going to have to live with. Now, I don't know. The Panthers might lose their next 14 games. I don't think so. That defense is a little too stout for me. But I brought up a guy like Micah Parsons, and how after 2 games in his rookie year, he's becoming a household name. Here's a guy that Dallas drafted in the first round, the 11th overall pick at linebacker. Okay? Week 1, played the game. He was doing well. People looked, oh, wow, Micah Parsons, nice. In game 2, when Dallas lost their defensive end, he had to step up and play defensive end. I don't think he's ever played it in college, in high school, on any level. And the kid played it well. Not okay, not got by. He played it well. He had a key sack on Herbert in a key point of the game. He's 2 weeks into the season, and he's a household name. Who's the Jet household name?
I watch other games, and I watch the teams playing, and I say, wow, these teams are like on a different level than we are. Oh, it's always the same thing. It's like the intensity, the fastness in which the teams play. It's like this all the time. We're over here, and everybody else is up here.
Yeah, And listen, it doesn't bode well when the defensive coordinator comes out and says, you know, we want Quentin Williams to knock the rust off. And then Quentin Williams comes out and says, knock the rust off. I understand he had the foot issue, but every camp we go into with our main guy or a guy who's supposed to have his breakout season, and there's some sort of an issue. There's some sort of lagging problem that this guy doesn't get up to speed in time for the season. Every year, Kevin, we read this book over and over.
Whether it's signing injured players that never see the field. I mean, how long are we going to watch this crap?
Yeah. So you know what, Jet Nation? If a Jet fan out there is not patient, then we have to be patient for them because we should understand. We should be a little more tolerant of our Jet fan who's not patient. Can I blame them?
My patience is about as thin as this piece of paper.
And I get it. And I would never knock you for it. Like we're supposed to be this one fan base and we're so quick to throw another fan under the bus because, you know, he's rooting for Donald to do well against Texans, or he's rooting for Donald, period. Or he wants one of his teams to come. Kevin, this is our third season in a row. I wrote it down. We're starting 0-2. Is this what we want to hang our hat on?
0-3.
Huh. Yeah, it's looking that
0-3.
way.
I'm telling you, 0-3.
I'm sorry.
You're walking into a buzzsaw in Denver tomorrow.
I have some food for thought for you.
The home opener, people are going to be insane.
Oh yeah. And they're looking to go in their division. 3-0 is big.
Yep.
Especially that the Chiefs are 1-1 already, and the Raiders are playing well at 2-0. Yeah, I know, Kevin.
You don't think Denver smells blood?
Oh yeah. They're going to be coming up. They're already in there pumping it up and ready to knock
and they're saying we knock off the crap ass Jets tomorrow and intercept Zach another 4 times and we go 3-0 and we're on top of our division.
Yeah. So I had some Monday food for thought, which by today it's probably not even a topic, but I want to bring up this food for thought. And Jet fans out there, let me know your thoughts. Where is our veteran quarterback? Like, it's supposed to be Josh Johnson, right? But he hasn't been active yet. Here's why I'm bringing it up. We heard a lot this week that Zach still has his confidence. He's okay. He's not rattled. He's not shaken. He's not this. He's not that. I get all that. He didn't see ghosts. Let's knock the past quarterback. My point being is that when Zach is having, and he's a rookie, that's going to happen. See, if I was Saleh, I would have took him out after the third quarter. There was no shot of us winning this game by then, and let him sit by me and LaFleur and watch Josh Johnson play and say, you see, this is what you do. This is what you don't do. Where is that veteran quarterback presence that even Zach could go over and say, what did you see that I missed?
Well, that's what McCowan was good for with Sam.
Exactly. I agree. I just think, am I overstating the backup quarterback, the veteran presence?
No.
Because when your quarterback is drowning in quicksand, it's nice for him to have someone who's played the game to go talk to.
And, after the third interception last week, I would have pulled them. And I would have said, you know what? Take a seat, take a step back, take a deep breath.
Just watch and
Right. Put White in there. Let him do. I mean, because that's the only other active QB we had. So
and that leads me back to the food for thought question: why isn't there a veteran quarterback on the playing field, on the roster, not on the practice squad, so Zach could go over and say, "Dude, what am I seeing? What did I not see?"
The whole spring, all training camp long, I kept saying, "You need a veteran quarterback. You need a veteran backup. What if this kid goes down? What if this kid struggles?"
Yeah.
And I mean, I keep going back to Parcells, but okay, we started Glenn Foley week 1. Okay. Very similar to Zach Wilson. Okay. Yeah. But we had Vinny Testaverde sitting there. Okay. And by week 2, Parcells had seen enough.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying I remember, I'll never forget when we went 0-2 and he's sitting there in the press conference, Parcells. He goes, when you're 0-2, you 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 think you're never going to win another game.
Yeah.
So
And
he said,
listen,
I gotta make a change.
yeah, and I'm not saying, believe me, what I'm saying is, no, I don't want to see Zach get benched. But when you have a game where he's rattled and there's no shot of us winning, and
You sit him down.
Yep, and you're only risking him losing confidence or getting injured. I mean, the man has been hit 21 times in 2 games and sacked 10 times.
And I was watching him last Sunday after the second interception. That's it. He was like, his mind was shut. He was just throwing shit to throw it.
Yeah.
And the third one, I think he looked right at the defender, the Patriot defender, and like threw it right at him.
So, Kevin, with that being said, that leads me to my second food for thought where Jets fans could answer me and tell us we're crazy. Is this young coaching staff, and I mean by Saleh and LaFleur, trying to do too much to prove to everyone they belong?
I don't know. I heard they go 0-3, 0-4. You start looking at Douglas and Saleh on the hot seat already. I actually heard that.
Have you? Now, I haven't heard that, so that's interesting. I think it's a little too crazy for that. But my point is that, like,
all right, okay. If by some, I won't even say miracle because it's probably likely to happen, we go 0-4, your season's over, man. You go 0, we lose Sunday, the season's over.
Yeah, wow. See, I'm not again, for me, because I only have them winning 6 games, I wasn't expecting this big run. But go ahead, I'm listening.
I mean, you go 0-3 tomorrow, you already got 1 division loss and 1 conference loss.
Yeah, no, I know. But again, you're taking it differently from me, and I get it. I'm not knocking you for it. That's what we do. I'm saying this loss will not kill me because I wasn't expecting much. I'm riding that even keel, like a 6-11 year. What I want to see, Kevin, tomorrow, a tight fought game where Denver is really sweating us. Like I want to,
but that'll piss me off even more because if we're in a tight game and we wind up losing, and again, you don't do the things you need to do to close the deal. To close the deal. This team never closes the deal, ever.
No, you're right. You're right. And I'm not, all I'm saying is that my take on this team was that for me, I wasn't going to convince you to believe how I believe. I'm not going to convince all the Jeff fans. My take on this team was that I wasn't expecting more than 6 wins. So I'm okay. If they lose tomorrow, I'll be pissed, but it's expected. What I want to see is the progression. And after the New England game, we took a step back from the progression that we made in game 1 in that second half.
Like I said, I picked them to win 7, but be freaking competitive. Can you be competitive? I mean, what is this 4 interception crap?
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah, and I don't.
How many damn years we got to watch this?
Yeah, I know, and I don't understand. And I want to ask the X's and O's guys out there, what kind of offensive game is LaFleur calling where everything is 15 yards? Like, where is the nice 6-yard dunk and pick up 5 yards after the catch, the 8-yard dunk and pick up 7 yards after the catch? Why must everything be draw it up in the schoolyard, run around like a chicken without a head, and try to throw the ball 50 yards and be on ESPN all the time?
I mean, I was screaming at the TV last week. Can you throw some quick slants? There's an idea. Can you just how about you dink and dunk like they're doing and move
exactly. This is how you start a rookie quarterback.
Yes.
You give him 20% of the playbook. Let him
get into a rhythm.
Yeah, slowly move him down. To use Hagstrom's where matriculate down. Let him slowly give him the 20 plays that he's best at. Make him learn those plays like the back of his hand and incorporate 10% every week for him. I sometimes I'm wondering, is LaFleur and Saleh trying to prove they belong and doing a little too much? That's just a food for thought question out there. I'm throwing it out there. Tell me I'm nuts, call me an ass, whatever. But give me your take on it. Tell me I'm wrong. Please, I want to be wrong.
I hope I'm wrong that they're going to lose tomorrow. So,
60 years, 19 winning seasons. The Patriots have 19 winning seasons since 2001.
it's pathetic. It's pathetic.
I'm tired.
And you wonder why we say the crap we do, and we call the team cursed and everything else, and everybody jumps our crap because of it. I mean, come on.
Sacked 10 times already. The kid's been sacked 10 times. He's been hit 21 times in 2 games.
If you don't think there's something karma wise and stuff with this team, you haven't been watching. You haven't been watching.
Here's another thing.
You haven't been watching what I've been watching.
Here's another thing. Is Crowder ever going to see this field?
No, it's doubtful. He's doubtful again for tomorrow. Why?
You know what? If this groin is not healing, maybe it requires surgery, but let's get it done. Let's get it done and get him off this team, put him on the IR, bring up somebody from the practice squad, maybe your Bo. I know he's a tight end, but when
activate Mims.
Yeah. Well, Mims has to learn how to play special teams first.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
That seems so important to every Jet fan that Mims learns how to play special teams. Again, why can't you do with Mims like you do with give him 20%, give him what he does well and slowly bring him along? Especially Kevin.
Like I say, because we all know all the great receivers in the NFL played special teams, right?
All right. Let's not include him in great. All my point is that
you'll never know if he doesn't see the field.
No, you're right. This kid is the prototypical wide receiver. We don't have many of them.
That's my point.
So why isn't Saleh and LaFleur and everyone else saying, listen, he does these 7 or 8 things well. So this week we're going to get him in the game to do those things well. And in week 3, in practice leading up to week 3, we're going to teach him how to do these 6 or 7, 8 plays well. So now we're getting a little more acclimated and he's getting a little more feet wet. He's not going to, practice is practice. No one's hitting him. Everything looks pretty maybe it doesn't look pretty. I don't know, but a prototypical receiver and he can't see the field.
I think it's a personal thing. I really do.
And I understand
this kid needs weapons, right?
Yeah.
You surround the more weapons, the better. So why would you hold back weapons from this kid?
Yeah, and listen, everyone's going to say, well, because he doesn't know the other positions, he doesn't play special teams. I don't want him to play special teams. I want him to go out there and be a big target where they have to maybe double team him and leave someone else open.
I want him to catch touchdowns. That's what I want him to do, not play special teams.
Get down to the 5-yard line. You throw that little pass over the shoulder. Boom. He's 6'3", 6'4". Boom. It's a touchdown every time.
He goes up over everybody else. Yep.
I've never shied away, Kevin. I'm not an X's and O's guy. Was Plaxico Burress any different than this? That was his job. He was 6'5", ran down the slot. Boom. Fly pattern. Big arms. Big reach. Good jumping ability.
Same with Brandon Marshall. When we had Marshall, Fitzpatrick would throw that fade, nice and high because he'd go up over everybody.
Exactly.
There was a game against the Giants. Okay, we were down at the goal line. Fitzpatrick throws the fade. Marshall just outleaps everybody because he's so big. And sure enough, touchdown.
Kevin, exactly. You mean to tell me you can set up plays to get the best out of this kid and every week get him better, different, a little more of the playbook, a little more of the different position? What is this?
Pathetic.
I thought that was coaching 101, but what do I know? I never played on this level, but I remember.
What do we know?
Exactly. But I remember playing GVBL. All right. When I was a kid, that's Greenwich Village Basketball League for who wants to know. And that's how our coaches taught us. When I walked onto the junior varsity team, I had some years under my belt, but it was a different system. He didn't throw everything at me as the point guard, as the shooting guard. He gave me little at a time so I could get myself acclimated. And by the time the season started, or by game 2 or 3, I knew everything. I was up to speed with the other guys on the team. Does that not work anymore? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the coaching style or the way you coach now has changed from the black and white days when I was growing up. I don't know anymore, Kevin. I really don't know, because what I see as obvious doesn't seem to be obvious anymore.
I don't know. We could go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. With like I said to you,
seasons.
like I said to you during the game last week, how many freaking times do we gotta watch this? How many freaking times? Season after season after season after season after season. What you just said, last 3 years we started 0-2.
Yeah. 3 years in a row now, 0-2.
Yeah, that's good.
The only team worse than us, I believe, I didn't write it down and I should have, is the Giants. They're 0-2 for the last 5 seasons.
And you know what the percentages are for a team that goes 0-2 to make the playoffs. We all know that.
Oh, yeah. And 0-3 is even worse.
Like I said, you go 0-3, 0-4, your season's over. Your season's over. It's going to be, I think I said before the season started, just please, can the season not be over by Halloween?
Yeah, you did say that.
Can we have a meaningful November and December? Just, you don't have to be world beat. Give the Jet fans some hope. Give them a reason to watch in November and December.
No, you're right. And that's
other than to see how many more picks Zach's gonna throw.
Yeah, or how bad we could get beat another game.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Now I'm starting to get pissed off.
No, like I said, Kevin, you're expecting a little more out of them than I am, and I will never knock you for that. Just like you don't knock me, because I am trying to stay. I know it doesn't sound like it, Jet Nation. I am patient with this team. I could even bring my son in there. He'll tell you I'm not yelling at the TV. I'm not dropping F-bombs like I normally do. I'm calm watching them this year.
That was me last Sunday.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm not going to tell you, well, Kevin, how dare you? You need to be patient. Don't when they. Yeah.
I'm going, you effing third. It's the same crap over and over every freaking year.
Jet fans, root the way you want. If you don't want to be patient, I understand it. I'm not going to knock you for it.
And what kills me is before last Sunday, after we lost to Sam and them, and I said, you come out in your home opener against a division rival and lay an egg.
Yeah.
I said, you got problems. And what did they do? They laid an egg.
Oh, yeah.
They laid 4 eggs.
Yeah. And listen, a lot of Jet fans agreed with us. That was a BS call of New England. That was definitely a turnover.
Oh, in the beginning,
that was such BS. The quick whistle. When are they that never saw anything that quick of a whistle? Whatever. But again, that was last week. We're moving on to this week.
Yeah.
Just little food for thought. Like I said, are our coaches trying to prove they belong and they're doing too much? I don't know. I'm just wondering. I'm just wondering. These are just thoughts that run through
and so far, LaFleur doesn't impress me at all.
Yeah, and I won't argue with that at all.
Matter of fact, I kind of think his play calling's been crap so far.
Okay.
Crap.
Now, let me ask you. 5 wide receivers start for this team. Do you know who leads the team in targets?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, tell everyone.
My little favorite baller there, Braxton.
Yep.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know who leads
the guy who should be the 4 or the 5 receiver?
Yeah. Do you know who leads the team with yards as a wide receiver?
Probably Braxton Berrios.
2 for 2. Let's see if you could get the trifecta. Who leads the team with catches?
Braxton Berrios.
Yeah. With Davis and
Moore. You know why? Because they're getting him the ball because he plays special teams too. He returns punts. So
they're getting
they like him. He's plays special teams.
Yeah. They're getting him the ball because teams don't fear him and he's wide open.
Of course.
Davis and Moore each were targeted 12 times. I don't have their yardage or their catches. And listen, far be it for me to knock Berrios. The kid's a stud. The kid's
Oh yeah, he's I call him a baller.
Yeah,
he's
he is a baller.
Yeah.
But if he's our main weapon with targets, yards, and catches, this is not going to make for a good season any year, even if we were a playoff-bound team. Something has to be done with this playbook, and you bring in a guy like Mims, even if you're not going to throw him, or Deke, he's another tall weapon out there that they say, all right, we need to move somebody off of Davis or more and get him on Mims. The more weapons you could put out there, the less double coverages these teams have to play against your key guys.
If you know that, and I know that, well, I'll never understand.
Let me ask you another question, because we're both high on this kid. Now, I didn't see him as a rookie of the year. I think you might have, but I could be wrong. And I know a lot of people said he could be. How does Elijah Moore look to you?
Looks good.
Does he? Okay.
I mean, you got to throw him the ball.
No, you're right. And he only has 12 targets, but I was expecting, again, maybe my hopes were just a little too high on him. I was expecting a little more, because everything we heard out of camp was stud, doesn't drop a ball, always open, 24/7. And 2 games I haven't seen, and maybe it takes a lot to impress me. I haven't seen that it catch yet. Whoa! I haven't seen the toe drag swag yet. I haven't seen that catch that makes me say this kid is going to be the household name.
I haven't seen any of that from anybody, really.
Meanwhile, after 2 weeks, Micah Parsons is becoming a household name for what he did.
Yeah, right.
Tate Paul is a household name.
Listen,
and I understand defense gets a little more credit, but we brought in Corey Davis as our key guy.
But but it's the freaking Jets, man. That's how we roll. That's how we roll. That's how it rolls around here. We know that.
If this team and the offensive line coach, I have his name somewhere, John Benton. He said the O-line is getting better week to week. Do you think they're did you see an improvement from week 1 to week 2?
Run game wise, pass blocking's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
I mean, they opened some holes for the running backs last week.
Yeah.
And I mean, like I said, I think maybe the Mackay thing, it was a little blessing in disguise for the O-line. That way you got a veteran on both sides.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, because as good as Mackay is, he gets beat.
Yeah.
He gets beat.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes they go right around him and he's standing still. And he watches as they go past them. I don't know.
So they got better this week. So instead of giving up 6 sacks, they gave up 4. Instead of him getting, 11 hits, he got 10 hits. All right, they're getting better because the run game improved a little.
And I can also say some of those sacks might have been coverage sacks. Some of those sacks also, it's like, dude, can you get rid of the ball instead of taking a sack? Throw the damn ball in the stands. Do something.
I'm hearing a lot of people, and not Jet fans, but the beat reporters, and that it seems like if you watch the films, whatever, Greg Van Roten is the weak link in this defense. So if after week 2 we somewhat know or think he's the weak link, isn't there anyone who could take his place? I thought we brought in some studs at offensive line. If Feeney is not the guy because people say he's not as good, then why did he make this team? There wasn't a better option other than Feeney?
Again, it's the same crap over and over and over again. We do things different than all these other teams, and I'll never understand it.
Again, and X's and O people could tell me why. I know he's hurt now, but we didn't sign Elflein, who signed with the Panthers. I thought he played well in that week 1 game. I know he's injured now. He got hurt last week, I think, against the Saints. He wasn't a better option than Van Roten. I'm just asking. I don't know. I need the X's and O's guys to tell me why.
These are things that boggle my freaking mind. I mean, why they think the way they think and why we think the way. I mean, if we see this crap and they don't, I don't get it.
If you're keeping Feeney and he's one of your 54 starters, all right. If Van Roen's the weak link and we somewhat think now again, we got to give it a couple more weeks to gel, then why aren't we getting Feeney in there? Are we getting him ready? Because a lot of people don't think Feeney's the answer either.
I don't know.
I thought you were supposed to pick the best 53 players.
I don't know. Again, like I said last week, this team zaps you of energy. It zaps you of happiness. It doesn't matter who the coaches are. It doesn't matter who the quarterback is. It doesn't matter who the GM is. This team sucks the life out of you. It really does. I mean, I'm speaking for myself. Sunday after Sunday, you sit there, you're excited in the morning, and by dinner time, you want to puke.
Yeah.
Every freaking year.
Yeah, I hear you. And
So,
yeah, we're beating.
All these people that preach patience. Kiss my ass with your patience.
Yeah, and you know what, Kevin? I can't argue with you. Like I said, I have patience this year, but I will never fault you or anyone for not.
No,
okay?
I'm tired of watching this crap.
Yeah, and I understand you. And I'm not going to. So what do you want me to? So what's the right answer, Kevin? Am I supposed to tell you? Well, then stop watching them. And when they start winning, don't jump on my bandwagon. You're not allowed to have an opinion. All of a sudden now we become a society where we're so sensitive about what's even in sports now. We can't say how we feel.
You're talking to a dude who has sat in them damn stands in 35-degree weather and pouring rain, watching a 9-6 loss to the Colts. So,
I didn't even.
Don't tell me to be patient.
Yeah, Kev, you're right. And I didn't even get into it how we want to preach patience and tell our fans to be patient. Tell that to the dad or the guy who's spending not all his money, but he's spending a good chunk on these PSLs, season tickets. And this is what he has to root for every Sunday.
Hey, man, that's why I gave my tickets up. Because when they changed stadiums, okay, and it was the PSLs, okay, they wanted $5,000 per ticket.
Wow.
Just for the right to buy your tickets.
Wow.
That didn't even include your tickets. That was just to say, well, yeah, I get a seat.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, I thought your ticket said you get a seat.
Yeah. You know what? You want a Jet fan to pay that money, put the product on the field. This is why, Kevin, the Jet fan who does have the season tickets, by week 13, why is it filled with the opposition? Because by then they sold their ticket. They're not going. They know that the season's over. So they sold their ticket. So if you go to see the Jets in week 13 play, let's say Team X is like a home game because everyone in the Jet Nation gave up their tickets already because the product is not living up to the price that you pay for the ticket.
It's $30 to park your damn car for 3 hours.
$30. Wow.
$30 to park your car.
Yeah.
You know what it was when I had tickets? It was $5 to park your car.
Yeah, put the Jet fans, God bless them, they go to the games, but put a product on the field that they could be proud of, that we could be proud of. And if they don't want to be patient, I get it. And if they want to be patient, I get it. I don't tell anyone how to root for their team. Long as they're rooting, I know they're a fan.
I feel sorry for the season ticket holders. Because let me tell you, nothing's worse. I can't even imagine. I speak from experience. I can't even imagine after that game last weekend at home. Okay. Nothing sucks worse than coming out of a game like that and then sitting for 2-3 hours in traffic trying to get home and you want to puke all over the inside of your windshield because of what you just watched. Yeah.
And how about this now? We're traveling to Denver. And then after Denver, coming home to face the Tennessee Titans.
Yeah, forget it. You could be 0-4.
And you see, Tennessee maybe didn't look good in week 1. Vrabel went on TV and ripped some key players and tore into some key players.
Yeah.
And a lot of people said, oh, that wasn't right. He shouldn't have done that. He shouldn't add the dirty laundry.
Accountability.
And what happened in week 2? They were the Tennessee Titans, that playoff team that we thought they were going to be. The improvements. And this is all I asked.
Sometimes you need to light a fire under their ass.
And this is all I wanted from my team, Kevin. I was really high after the second half in week 1 that they were turning the corner. We were going to listen. When we did our show with Craig, our predictions, I had it as a close game, 21-17.
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong. And by the way, me and you owe Craig a 6-pack because he was right and we were wrong.
I mean, who knows? Who knew that our freaking quarterback was going to go? Listen, I'll never forget. I forget who we played, but I think we played the Chiefs. Fitzpatrick was the quarterback. He threw like 6 interceptions or something. And the next day, all you saw all over social media was a picture of Fitzpatrick throwing the ball, and he had like a blindfold on tied behind his head. Yeah. It's like it's the same crap. It's the same crap.
I hear you. I understand. Anyway,
that game I just mentioned could have been the game last Sunday. It's the same thing.
Oh yeah.
Over and over and over and over again. Now, hey, I hope I eat frickin' crow. I hope I have crow on my plate come Sunday night.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm going to.
Yeah. And again, it leads me back to that. If there's fans out there who don't want to be patient, I get it. I will not rip you for it. And if there's fans out there like myself who are patient this year, I understand it as well.
And we all know who the quarterback at Denver is. And another guy we got rid of that was here and we got rid of. So, there's another chance for somebody to take revenge on us for dumping them. So.
Let's hope not. But I'm laughing because we're going to go on to other things, and I want to get my blood pressure down. You have a big night tonight. This is the type of game where if we pulled the Jet Nation, I would say 70% say we would lose this game if you put gun to the head. This is the game we win. Because I feel like whenever we don't give this team their props, they shock us. Am I wrong in saying that? I always feel like this is the game that, because you have them losing. This was a win for me on the schedule, but I gun to my head, I say they lose. This is the game where they shock us.
Been a long time since I've been shocked by this team.
I get it.
Been a long, long time since I've been shocked by this team.
Yep.
In a good way. Good way.
I get you.
I mean, they always shock me, but it's usually for nothing good.
Yeah, I hear you. I understand. So we play Sunday, CBS, 4:05, our only somewhat late game. I think it's the only late game on the docket.
Yeah.
And Jay Feely and Spiro Dito will be calling the game for us. So not bad. Yeah. Well, until we start winning, Kevin,
it's not like we're not going to get the A team.
We're not going to get the A team, but I like Feely and I like Spiro, so it should be good. It should be all good with that. I really have nothing more to say. I know this was all negative. I'm sorry out there, Jet fans.
Listen, tough crap. Until we got a reason to be positive, that's what you're going to get.
Yeah. Hey, we're bringing the honesty. We're bringing how we feel. Doesn't make us less of a Jet fan than the guy or the girl next door. This is how we feel.
This is good as get my hostile rage going.
Good. Very good. So I know we have a couple of things to do. What do you want to do first? Do you want to do our game picks or do you want to do show and tell? Do you have some show and tell?
Well, my show and tell I kind of blew it already. My show and tell was geared towards this.
All right. I get it. Okay. I thought maybe you had a great plate or something to make us smile and give us hope.
I have nothing to make you smile. The only thing that's going to make me smile and all of you smile is a damn win.
Okay. All right. Then let's hope. Let's hope now. We condensed the playbook. We're doing something different. We're changing
I'm so freaking tired of losing.
Mm-hmm.
I
get it. I get it.
Tired of losing.
I get it.
Period.
I get it. So You know what? Before we get into our picks, you don't have any show until let's just make us Jet Nation smile. And this might not even make us smile because this is a play that Jet fans don't even want to re-sign. Marcus May has played every snap on defense after 2 games.
So is Mosley, right?
Oh, good question. I don't know. I don't have any numbers. Has he?
I think there were the only 2. Yes.
Okay. I only have him. Here's another thing. Jets lead the NFL in rookie snaps on offense. 4 players, 438 snaps. So props to that. The rookies are learning. And on defense, we lead the league. 4 players, 213 snaps. And I got to tell you, everyone went into the season talking about this cornerback by committee, and it didn't seem right. I don't know how it's going to pan out. Doesn't look so bad.
Not bad. Hey, like I said, last week the defense played. They played pretty well, but
our cornerbacks are playing well.
You can't leave them out there the whole freaking game by keep turning the ball over.
No. Which I'm hoping that Quinnen Williams will not be the invisible man this week.
And especially this time of year, because it's still warm in a lot of places.
Yeah.
It's still hot, you know. I mean, the defense is going to get gassed if you keep throwing. I mean, you're 3 and outs, 3 and out after 3 and out, interception after interception. Your defense has to keep going back out there, back out there, back out there.
And Kevin, it's no surprise that no matter what time of year you play in Denver, with the mile-high thin air up there, it's hard to catch your breath no matter what time of year you're in there. So you know what? We better make sure that our offense is having long drives, good drives, time clock eating drives, so our defense ain't sucking wind.
That's my point.
Through the second quarter.
That's my point.
But we also have this. And I'm only speaking on for Quinnen Williams. This has to be the start of Quinnen Williams becoming a household name and not just in the New York, New Jersey area. He has to start tearing the you-know-what off of teams, you know?
Mm-hmm. I know.
It can't be one quarterback sack or one hit and then he disappears for the other 55 minutes.
Listen, it's the same thing again. From Vernon Golston to everybody was going to be the next stud. He was going to be the next stud. We're still waiting. We're still waiting, right?
Was John Abraham our last stud?
I believe so.
Wow.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Our last true pass rusher. Yes.
Yeah, our stud.
We thought we had one. We thought we had one this year, but
Yeah.
One ruptured Achilles later.
Yeah. Little props to Nick Mangold, one of the names on the Hall of Fame list this year.
Oh man, one of my favorites.
Yeah,
one of my favorites.
I agree with the guy who wrote an article. If he doesn't get in, there's something wrong. There you go.
One of my favorites, Nick.
I believe the Brickish Show and Cromartie were also nominated, I believe. So that's nice. Let's hope we get 2. Let's hope we get all 3, if not 2 out of the 3. But if Mangold doesn't get in, there's something wrong.
There's something wrong. It's a watch. Could be a Jet thing.
There's something wrong. I thought I tweeted out an article a couple of days ago about somebody wrote an article about, I think it was 8 Jet players who should be in the Hall of Fame, and that's not. And of course, Gastineau and Klecko led the list.
Klecko, yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Something wrong with that too, as well. All right, Kev, you ready to do our picks?
I'm telling you, I think it's a Jet thing. This Hall of Fame thing, I think it's a Jet thing. I really do.
Because I was watching Good Morning Football, and Steve Smith Jr. is nominated into the Hall of Fame. Good little player, good player. Victor Cruz had some nice things to say to him about him. And Peter Schrager said, say it out loud, because the NFL committee, the voting committee, likes when other players hype up another player. Well, so many big names in the Hall of Fame hyped up Joe Klecko, and it turned out for naught because the man is still not in.
Bottom line. It's a bottom line.
Is this a Jet thing? Is this because this team has 31 losing seasons and 12 8-8 seasons and only 19 winning seasons over the last 6 decades? I don't know. But when guys like John Hanna and Howie Long tell you how great Klecko is, and they're both in the Hall of Fame, and Anthony Munoz tells you how great, and they're in the Hall of Fame, I don't know. But I leave it there.
And talking about a guy that could play a couple positions. There you
All
go.
three made the Pro Bowl at all three.
Yep.
All
Amazing.
three.
Amazing. Any other player from any other team would be in.
Agree, Kev. All right, you ready to do our picks?
Let's rock and roll.
Let's just give an update. Last week, you rocked me. You went 9 for 5, 9 for 14. You were 9-5 record. I wasn't too bad at 8-6. You know, I should have went with my heart, but I wanted to make it interesting. Overall series, you're 15 for 13, and I'm 17 for 11. But it's early yet.
Okay. All right. I got to catch up here.
Oh yeah, it's early yet. I have no doubt that you will.
All right.
So
Let's go. Lay it on me, brother.
Here we go. Washington at Buffalo.
I got to take the Bills.
Yeah, no, me too. Me too. Here's the one that is very interesting because Justin Fields is starting. Chicago at Cleveland.
Wow.
Now, there's been talk that Mayfield's a little banged up. His shoulder's a little sore, I don't know, anything else about it, but I heard there was a little soreness, a little injury from last week. Who do you like?
You know what? I'm going to step outside the box here.
Okay.
And I'm going to say Fields is going to say, hey, maybe I should have been number one.
Let me ask you a question.
Or number two.
Now, let me ask you a question. If Fields goes into Cleveland and wins that game, and we go 0-3, what is the New York media and beat writers and Jet fandom gonna say?
The same thing they're saying about Sam being 3-0.
Okay. I think Cleveland bounces back. I want Fields to do well. I like all these quarterbacks to do well. So I'm going to take Cleveland for the sake of this conversation, only because they're home and Beckham's coming back.
I'm going to keep it interesting.
That's great.
And I'm going to go Chicago.
Okay.
In one of the biggest upsets of the week.
Wow. Okay. Very nice. Okay. So that's your upset alert, huh?
Yes.
All right, cool. I think this is pretty much easy. We don't have to spend much time unless you have some reason. Baltimore at Detroit. I'm assuming we both like Baltimore.
Oh, come on. Yeah, come on.
Okay. Just want to write that down. Indianapolis at Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Wow. Okay. I don't mean wow. I agree with you. Sorry. My head and my ears heard Indianapolis, but you did say Tennessee.
Tennessee.
Okay. I think we both know who. Chargers at the Chiefs.
Next game.
All right, let me write that down. New Orleans going up to New England.
Wow.
Now let me. Now I know everyone's worried about Brady. Not worried about Brady, but they were talking about could Tampa Bay lose to the Rams this week because Brady's already thinking about New England next week.
No.
Could Belichick be thinking that where this is a trap game and maybe New Orleans comes in and shocks New England?
Give me the Pats.
Peyton's a protege of Belichick. You want the Pats?
Give me the Pats.
You know what, Ken? Let's make it fun. Since you did, I'm going to do the Saints. I'm going to say Jameis Winston bounces back and they beat New England.
Okay.
Yeah,
because you're right. He probably won't throw 4 interceptions.
Who do you like in this toss-up? And this is a toss-up. Atlanta at the Giants.
Give me the G-Men.
Yeah, that's who I'm taking. Would you have taken? Now, I wouldn't. Would you have taken the Giants if Atlanta was the home team?
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe.
Okay.
They got to get off the snide here, you know.
I hear you.
I feel good about the Giants in this game.
Now, this to me is an interesting game. I know who I like, but I think it makes for an interesting game. Cincinnati at Pittsburgh.
That is an interesting game.
Ben's a little banged up. Pittsburgh didn't look that good in game 2.
And Pittsburgh at home, I'm going to take the Steelers.
Okay. That's not Pittsburgh's home opener, right? Can I just check real quick? No, last week was against the Raiders.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You're taking Pittsburgh?
Yes, sir.
All right. I think Pittsburgh as well. Let me say that out here in front of everyone who watches, you as well. I think Pittsburgh as well, but I will make this interesting and I will take Cincinnati.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah.
Cincy. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to take Cincinnati.
All right. Next.
I think we know who we like here. Arizona over Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. Give me the Cards.
Okay. No chance that Arizona thinks this is one of those games where you just have to lay your hat on the field.
They just show up.
Yeah, and
just show up. Yeah. I don't. Nah, give me the Cards.
Okay. I know who I have in this one, but I'm somewhat afraid because I think this is another team who I think reads their clippings. Miami at the Raiders. The Raiders.
Miami's going to get their ass kicked.
Okay. I like the Raiders as well. I'm just hoping that, all the hype that they're not buying into it and they prove that they're a real deal and they spank Miami.
No, Chucky's going to be like this all day.
And with Tua Tagovailoa hurt and they're going with Brissett.
Right.
Yep. Now, this is the game we mentioned a little while ago. What I said, could it be a trap game for Tom? Tampa Bay at the Rams.
Should be a really good game.
Yep.
But I got to take Brady. I got to take Brady. I got to go with Brady.
I'm not going to argue with you. I can't. Yes, if I was a betting man and gun to head, I'd take it. But I'm going to root for the Rams. I'm going to be screaming at the TV for the Rams to beat Tom.
So are you taking the Rams? Or
I'm taking the Rams, Kevin. Yes.
All right.
I'm taking the Rams. Seattle traveling to Minnesota. There was talk on Thursday that the Minnesota coach is on the hot seat. Is this one where the team rallies the troops for their coach and beats Seattle?
No.
Yep. Okay. That was simple, and I agree.
Seahawks.
Now,
I think Russell Wilson has a big week.
Okay. Now, these two games I love. I got to tell you this year, and it's only 2 weeks in, the primetime games have spoke volumes. They've been interesting. They've been good. They've been fun. They haven't been one of those games by halftime you're shutting it up. All right, maybe the second half of the Packer-Detroit game lost it a little, but the Sunday night game's been very well. And we have another one, Kevin. Aaron Diva Rodgers and his Green Bay Packers going to San Francisco, where supposedly Green Bay's never won up there.
They're a 3-point dog.
Wow.
The Packers are a 3-point dog. The last I saw last night.
I'm taking Shanahan and the boys from the Bay. Good luck to our boy Marco and his team.
I'm thinking I got to agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah. Give me the Niners.
Good. Big shout out to our friend Marco, who's a friend of the show.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
a big
Hell
San
yeah.
Francisco 49er guy.
Yep. We're rooting for you there, Marco.
Yep. And the last game on the docket for week 3. Two heated enemies. Fan bases really dislike each other. Philly at Dallas Cowboys. This is the game I can care. Like, do we skip this? No, let's pick it.
Give me the Cowboys. Give me the Cowboys.
Again, I'm with you. And I posed the question, if Dallas was at Philly, would you have taken Philly? Or has Dallas showed you enough in 2 weeks to say that this team is on the rise? Dak is playing well. They seem to have found another running back in Pollard, I think his name is. And the defense is stepping up.
They have.
So if Dallas was at Philly, would you have still taken Dallas?
Probably, yes.
Yeah. Yeah. And let me tell you, I thought it was cool, but you always worried about billboard material that could fire Dallas up. Did you see Coach Sirianno in his press conference with Beat Dallas t-shirt on?
No.
Yeah, try to check that out. I thought it was cool. I like these young fire. Like, I like Coach Saleh because I like these young fiery coaches, but you always hear the old school coach saying, don't give billboard material. Don't give billboard material. And he came out in his press conference with that shirt on.
And I was thinking of our little slogan for our team: all gas, no brakes.
No break.
Well, I like to refer to it as no breaks because we don't get any.
Okay. All right.
We don't get any. We never get any.
Yeah.
Whether it's injuries, whether it's 4 interceptions, whether it's mono, whether it's this. I mean, holy crap.
I'm waiting for the
So are we revisiting our game pick wise for tomorrow? Have you changed your pick?
No, I'm gonna. I stayed true with the New England game. I picked the New England to win. I'm staying true here. I picked the Jets to win. I'm sticking with the Jets to win. Okay. Sticking with the Jets to give us, because I'm quoting you, the happy shock, and we pull off the 27-24 victory.
Can I shut the TV off at 7:30 tomorrow night and not want to throw up? I don't know.
I'm sure a lot of Jeff fans feel like you. I'm sure a lot of Jeff fans feel like you.
Can I have the night on tomorrow night where I'm up till 1 o'clock in the morning watching every damn highlight I can find? Can I wake up Monday morning and not care what the day brings because my team won yesterday?
Yeah.
Can it? When you win on Sunday, and I'm sure any real true fan can tell you this, when you win on Sunday, and it was a big win, if if you go out to Denver and you do win the game, the feeling that the Jet fan has on a Monday.
Yeah.
How long has it been since you had that feeling? Yeah. Holy crap.
The week doesn't seem as long when you win on a Sunday.
No. There's nothing like Victory Monday. Nothing like it. And we haven't tasted one of those. Okay, maybe we won a game late last year or something, completely meaningless. And it's like, who cares? Yeah, you won a game and you blew your first round draft pick. Is what you did.
And think about how pissed the fan base was over that, right? Winning a game.
Yeah. So I mean, can we wake up tomorrow morning and rather Monday morning?
I knew what you meant.
With that feeling like, thank God we won a freaking game, and we won it in kick-ass fashion, and we had one of the biggest upsets of the week. And come on, we're a 10.5 point underdog tomorrow.
Are we really?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't follow the lines. Wow.
10.5 points.
Wow. Did not know that.
Mm-hmm.
Did not know that.
And what that says to me, as somebody who follows that stuff, you're getting no respect.
Well, yeah.
Zero.
Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
They're saying Denver's going to beat you by at least 11 points.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I did not know that. I'm glad you brought that. I'm not a Lions guy. I don't follow any of that stuff. I don't claim to know any of that.
And in week 3 to be a 10.5 point dog, that's an embarrassment.
Yeah, agree.
And if I was Coach Saleh, I would be drilling that into their heads. You're a 10.5 point dog in week 3. Yeah. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do about it?
Yeah. I would just, and even if you don't want to use that, just watching all these football shows, and they're already like we're already becoming a next year topic. Like we're starting to fade out of the picture already, and we're only 14 days, 15 days, 20 days into the season. That alone, I said, guys, you want to be relevant. You want to be a team that we said we didn't want teams to come in there and think they're just gonna have to lay their hat on the field and beat us. Let's go into Denver tomorrow and shock the football community.
You know, can we not have teams look at their schedule and when they see the Jets say, "Oh, good."
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, good. Can we play them twice, please?
Yeah. Well, it all kicks off in about 27 hours, brother. So we'll see. We'll see. We'll talk during the game like we always do. And I'll talk you off the ledge. You'll talk me off the ledge. And Jet fans will either push us off the ledge or give us a rope to save us from the ledge.
Hopefully we'll be flying high.
Oh, yeah.
Mile high.
Yeah, right. Nice one. Whoa, very good.
But hey, man, I'm getting my mojo going for later.
I hear you. And before we go, Kev, great show tonight. Kick some ass.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. We plan to, and I'm looking forward to seeing everybody who can make it out there. And hey, if you can't make it out there, you can absolutely tune in on craniumradio.com. That's craniumradio.com. They're simulcasting the whole show.
Wow. Okay. Interesting. Very good. Thank you for that.
Yeah. It kicks off at 3:00 this afternoon with the first band, and Hostile Rage goes on around 8. So.
Okay. Very good. Excellent. All right, brother. You bring it tonight, man. You bring it.
Hey, we always try to bring it.
I know you do. I know you do. I know you do.
Nothing I can do. It's the adrenaline flow.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Have a great Saturday. Brother, you have a great Saturday.
You too.
And enjoy the games tomorrow. And we'll be popping on afterwards to give our take on it.
Oh, yeah.
You may not want to hear it. So, all right, you guys. Have a great weekend. And we'll talk to you tomorrow. All right, brother? I'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
Get up.
Yeah.
Talk to you later.
All right.